Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha Shasha, and today I am going to be making some conversation hearts jewelry. Do you remember those sweets? I love those sweets. It's just so much nostalgia in today's video. I'm also going to be testing out some goodies from Resiners. They sent me a lovely heat gun and a really cool UV lamp. So yeah, let's see how they work. Now, you may or may not be aware that I have my very own resin craft store. It's called Glitter Bubble, and that is where the jewelry from today is going to be listed. So definitely do check that out in the description box below. This is the super cool lamp that I was telling you about. So I've never seen a lamp do this. Like I was a little bit blown away, to be honest. I just love the fact that it can be angled in so many different ways. And the light can be spread in so many different ways as well. It was super easy to set up. You can charge it and then take the wire out, so you don't even have to have it completely plugged in all the time. And yeah, if you press the power button once, then it's just a continuous light. And if you press it twice, then it's a 2-minute timer. I really enjoyed using this. I've actually used it for quite some time before filming this video, and it's even got 2 little notches at the back so that you can actually attach the little hook that they supply it with, and you can put that up on your wall if you wanted to, and then you could either take it down from the wall to use it, or you could just use it directly from the wall. So yeah, it's a really cool piece of kit. So today I'm going to be using my pigments from Sophie and Toffee and my glitter from Jewellery. I'll leave some discount codes below for you. My UV resin is just one that I got from Amazon, nothing particularly special, but you know, it does the job. Whenever I am making my pieces to be photographed for Glitter Bubble, I do tend to use UV resin just because obviously it's a lot quicker. But when I'm making pieces for people, I do tend to use epoxy resin. So the ratio that I have here is 2 drops of white pigment to 1 drop of colour, and I'm mixing that in and seeing how it turns out. I did use a couple more drops in the blue and the purple though, just to give it a little bit more saturation, not much. But if you are going to add more pigment, you have to add a little bit more resin, otherwise it will get way too runny and then it just won't cure. So I did mention earlier that Resin has also sent me a craft heat gun, and it came with some heat protectors and some extra nozzles. I've never used a heat gun before that came with extra nozzles, so that was quite exciting. It's very powerful, like super powerful, and it's quite loud as well. It's very fast. I found that it just like made my bubbles completely disappear, like super fast. This particular nozzle here, this is for when you're doing like ocean kind of scenes with your resin, and this one is for when you're using it for shrink plastic. And then of course it just has the normal round nozzle on the inside of it. At the moment it only comes with a US plug, so I did have to buy a travel adapter to use it, but I am very happy with my upgrade, because seriously, just one quick blast was all that these bits of resin needed. Any more, I would have ended up melting my cups. Okay, so now time for a little word of advice. When you're using molds like this that have really intricate details, whether it's text or just like very intricate patterns, designs, whatever, you have got to go so slowly when you are applying your resin, because any bit of air that gets in, if you don't manage to pop that, then you'll end up with little holes where you really don't want them. So that speed that you just saw me applying the resin, that was how slow that I did this. And I have literally sped this up 100 times so that you didn't have to endure seeing me do it for the length of time that it actually took me. But yes, I know that it can seem laborious, but please do take your time, because then you get much better results. Of course, you can't help getting bubbles here and there, but you'll get a lot less if you go a lot slower. See, look at that. Didn't they come out so lovely? Also, bear in mind as well, I'm using UV resin here. If I was using epoxy resin, then there probably would be even less bubbles, but I'm really not mad at this. Okay, so now time to fill in the details. So I'm mixing together 2 different shades of red from my Arteza stash. And then my son Riley, my little 8-year-old boy, he decided that he wanted to have a go. He saw what I was doing and he was like, "Mummy, can I have a go?" So I was like, "Okay." But he didn't know that I was actually filming him. So Riley Roo, this is for you. I think that he actually did a really, really good job. You can see just how delicately that he's holding the paintbrush. Honestly, this just made me feel so, so proud. So please just like indulge in this mummy moment with me. Look at the way that he just like wipes off the pen. He did so, so well. What do you guys think? So yeah, so basically all that I'm doing here is I'm just filling in the lettering and then just giving it a very quick wipe. I'm using a baby wipe here. You can use kitchen roll, you can just use just your thumb if you want to, but I would advise you to not use something that's too wet. So even though I was using a baby wipe, it was one that wasn't like soaking wet, because otherwise you end up just like rubbing out your paint and have to do it all over again. Anyway, I clearly got very carried away because look at how many that I made. Please let me know, what should I make with these? I'm already making some rings and I'm already making some earrings, and they are now currently available on my website, but I have a lot of these pieces left over. Should I make them into bracelets or should I make them into necklaces? Let me know in the comment section below. So there you are, my darlings. What do you think? I've made some lovely little earrings here, and they can also be made as clip-ons as well. And I've made these adorable little rings. I think they are super duper cute. They're so nostalgic, so 90s, and you all know that I am very much stuck in the 90s, so they bring back really fond memories for me, and I hope that they do for you as well. As I said, you can now purchase these on my website, glitterbubble.co.uk. I tried to make it as user-friendly as possible, so you can actually just, you know, simply tick which text that you would like for your ring or for your earrings. And if you want to add anything else in there, then of course you can. Say you wanted to add some crystals to it or whatever, then you can just leave me a little note and then you can let me know. So if you enjoyed this video, then please do share it out with a friend. I'll be so, so grateful. Take care, my darlings, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.